Yo, yo.
What it is?
Big ass hat, man. We're shaking, bro. We live right now. We live. Shout out to everybody in the building.
Are we live?
Yeah, we live, man. We live. That's a big ass hat, bro. That's a big ass hat.
Yeah, man. You know what it is, man. I ain't even get a chance to take my jacket off. What up?
Man, shit just got done watching Bray Wyatt's return, bro. Did you watch it?
Nah, because something splendiferous happened, man. My sister pulled up from Cali.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, surprise. I had no idea she was here. So I tapped out, brother.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. But look, we ain't gonna keep you too long tonight, man. I know you got family and all that. We're gonna just talk some hip hop.
It's all good. We're gonna talk some hip hop. You know how we do, brother. I've been waiting for this right here, to be honest with you, bro. There's a lot going on in the world right now.
Hey, look, we're not gonna shout out to everybody here, man. Welcome to the latest installment of Build Different. We are your hosts, Graphk, my brother Wasted Talent. I know he's been took a few days off. I know he had a lot going on with work and family. You know what I mean? Everybody's just been kind of moving and grooving as of late. We also have our brother Money Yale. He'll be here shortly as well to break down what's going on in the hip hop world today. We're not just going to just put it towards just the DJ academics and LL and, you know, the old school. We're going to talk about it all. We're going to talk about 50 Cent's entitled ass son.
Oh my God,
bro.
It's ridiculous, bro.
Chaotic, bro.
Ridiculous, bro. Like, you know, they say the apple don't fall far from the tree. It all depends on what tree that kid falls off of.
Yeah.
When 50 say, yo, that's his mother's child, that's got, yo, like, bro, you hear this little bitch ass motherfucker?
Bro, he said $6,700 of child support a month does not handle his lifestyle. It's not enough for him. You can't do nothing with it.
You know what's funny? See, that's what happens when motherfuckers feel like your success is theirs. Just by, it's like a birthright or something like that. His son is ridiculous. And his son is a grown-ass gorilla, bro. So what he need to do is go get him a job at the Gap or something. Because what the fuck you think you supposed to get from your pops? Like you don't fuck with him. You're not being respectful to him.
Oh.
What do you think you supposed to get?
So I guess, I don't know if you've seen 50 talk about the last encounter he had with him. He was at his jeweler in New York City. Went in there. He did not know that his son was in there. So he walked up to him and was like, Keeks, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I guess he said that he threw like somewhat like a, you know, little temper tantrum and ran out the building. I guess 50 tried to have some of his guys go see where he was. Like, what's up? Where are you going? You know what I mean? What's up? I guess he tried to fix things, man, and he shook out of there, man, and got out. It sounds as though he's literally just mind fucked by his mother. You know what I
mean? And that's the problem with like a lot of young men, man, when you raise. See, look, man, I can't be like, well, you know, just because he was just raised by his mother, because for most of my life, you know, when I was little, my father was in a joint. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was home. He was in a joint. Then, you know what I'm saying? He was alive, and then he died when I was fucking 13, bro.
Yeah.
So I've had my mother most of my life, yo. But the thing is that you got to know the difference between what you are as a man and what your mother is as a woman. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because what winds up happening is you start handling shit like a bitch.
Yeah.
He been around his mother all this time, and he's handling this shit like a bitch, bro.
That's facts, though. Straight up. Factory. That's real shit. But I can't even... Me, man, I was raised by my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? And I know the difference between that and this. You know what I'm saying? Like you get what I'm saying? Like, bro, like for him to... Did you hear the story about 50 when he said that basically, you know, that his son has a sneaker fetish? You know what I'm saying? And he feels like he should have every new Jordan in the world. I guess 50 went to a spot in Harlem that was closing down. It was a shoe spot. 50 went in there, bought the entire inventory, sent it down to Atlanta, said, Keys, set up an online shoe store. We can make real money doing this shit. Shoes went down there. I guess I don't know how many months or years went by, still in the storage. He never did nothing with it. So basically, 50 was like, that tells me the man don't want to work. You know what I'm saying? Basically, it's like his mom. You know, 50 always said that she never wanted to work. Why do I have to work if you making millions of dollars? Like now, that is really trickling down to his son, and that's sad. And mind you, you know, his son never had to go through shit. I mean, he pretty much was born around the time, 50 was out here already hooping. He was already balling. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. That's a tricky situation, bro. But $6,700 a month? Like, bruh. He said, do you know what neighborhood I live in? Like, what the fuck?
And it's like, bro, did you just hear what you just said? Why do you think you in that neighborhood?
Yeah, bro.
Like, bro, like, see, the thing for me is that I don't like to conflate how I feel and how I was raised and, you know what I'm saying, to another motherfucker. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like to do that, bro, but this is a delusional guy right here, bro, and it's very, very sad, bro, because, like, bro, your mom's want something that she's not entitled to. Like, we got a problem in our community where people try to elevate themselves to the next level of understanding. Like, yo, you were never the wife.
Yeah.
You was baby mother.
Yeah.
That's it. You're not my wife. I'm not going to treat you as such. Now, if you're married and you blow up, no matter what happened, you got to pay like you wet. But baby moms get child support, and that's the end.
But the thing is, though, bro, I feel like 50 is one of them dudes where she would have just held it down. It wasn't on no extra shit. He would have took care of them forever. You know what I mean? I feel like her saying that, like, I don't never want to work. Like, you verbally putting that out into the universe, that automatically lets you know, like, this person's never going to change. Like, they don't want to work. It is what it is. And it's sad, man, because you can see sometimes, I know 50, he uses that defense mechanism with his son. Oh, I don't even love him no more. I'm done. Rap, I really don't love him no more. Like, I don't want nothing to do with him. But you can see the pain in his look. Ain't no man gonna feel like that about his child. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I go through things with my 21-year-old daughter where sometimes I'm just exhausted, like shit. But like, I would never ever say I don't love her, or you know what I mean? Like they can't change how they are. I can't change how I am. I just feel like 50 uses that as a defense mechanism, and somewhat to protect his son as well, because I feel like all these guys that don't like 50 would use that as a crutch.
They do, bro. Like, yo, see, this is the thing about his son, bro. And this how you know that he not solid. And I think I think 50 is more so embarrassed about the way his boy is being raised. And not being raised, but like now he a man. It's like, yo, bro, I don't give a fuck what I go through with like my immediate family, bro, sisters, brother, whatever. I'm not kicking it with somebody that got beef with my pops.
No,
I'm not kicking it with somebody that got beef with my brother. Like, straight lace. Like, it's no way, no circumstances we can have that kind of a relationship. You feel me? No. This guy was on the stage with like Slow Bucks, with Trav and all them dudes. These dudes got like real beef. You hanging out with dudes who got beef with your pops.
He took a picture with Preem's son. Like,
yo, he's a goofy, bro. He's a goofy, bro.
And for those who don't know Preem, they say, what I mean? I'm gonna say allegedly shot 50 Cent. So when he was shot, he got shot 9 times. Allegedly, that was on.
No, it wasn't Preem like that. But you know what I'm saying?
I know, but they throw that into they say that Preem, had something, whatever, allegedly.
Yeah, the Supreme scene, whatever. And I don't even want to mention them. You know what I'm saying? Because the motherfuckers is, they like that in New York and they legends.
No, they're definitely active. No, definitely active. I'm just saying that, that's what 50 and them threw into the universe. Like, because, that's how he took it. That's why he took it so personal when you're first born, is taking a picture with his offspring. It's kind of crazy.
It's crazy. Yo, like, look, man, the reason why, a lot of the things that are going on in New York and stuff the way they have, when it comes to this hip hop shit, is because of G Unit, bro. And because of like 50 being like that and really being a street motherfucker. Like, it's one thing when you got a goofy rapper talking shit. It's another thing when you got a motherfucker who really was there like that. It was really around. It was really known in the neighborhood like that. And, so when he did Ghetto Quran, that was a problem. You remember that?
Yeah, that one of the greatest songs ever to me. I love Ghetto Quran.
That was definitely a problem. And
no, it should be.
Yeah, and when he did that, that's when all of these problems happen. But the crazy shit is, bro, not to belabor the point, yo, it's not being a man, dog. Like, yo, you gotta realize something, bro. After your parents give you the basic needs, and once you get to a certain age, your life is what you make it. It doesn't really matter like who your parent is. Like, you got guys like Michael Jordan who made his sons get it in blood.
Yeah,
you got people like Jackie Chan that say Jackie Chan said he's not leaving his money to his son. He said, my son got to go out there and go figure it out. Bill Gates is not leaving his money to his children. They put their money into even though that's kind of bullshit. That's what rich people do. They try to make it like they're not leaving their kids stuff, but they turn shit into a foundation. But it's numerous people who have done this. Right?
I'm leaving everything for my family, but I get what you're saying though. You know, I get that though. I understand.
Listen, right now, this is what I got to leave my kids right here. Some Post-its. I have nothing. Stop playing. But no, listen, bro. Seriously.
Yeah, facts.
Whatever I have, they can have it, bro. But I'm talking about that generational wealth. I think there's a level of understanding that them motherfuckers have and a certain respect that they have for people who get it in blood the way they did.
Bro, do you see this? Jeffrey Dahmer left a super and said, I'll send another super chat for some pictures wasted. It's gonna be one of them nights. Shout out to Jeffrey Dahmer. You know Jeffrey Dahmer, man, had a thing.
He was a weirdo, bro. Listen, you don't want listen, bro. You definitely don't want them kind of pictures. See, I would have fucked Jeffrey Dahmer up, yo. I'd have beat him to death. But you know what the thing was with Jeffrey Dahmer? If you watch that thing, you and I would never run in contact with Jeffrey Dahmer.
No.
Yes, we don't got to belabor that point either. You know what I'm saying? He's looking for another kind of action going on.
I can look at homie and tell he got ears and shit in his fridge. I don't have to get around him to see who he is. Like he just looked like a motherfucker that really has toes and shit jammed in the back of his freezer.
He would attack dudes who was sleeping with other dudes.
Yeah.
So that's a whole nother ball of wax right there.
I refuse. Yeah, shout to my dog Nomad, but I refuse to watch that shit too. I don't watch that shit. I'm good. What you mean, man?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that whole. I lived through the whole Jeffrey Dahmer thing, bro. That was the first time people thought that like cannibals were actually real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a real motherfucker that actually eats people, bro. You got to be a special kind of motherfucker, yo.
Hey, I got to be some special kind of motherfuckers to watch that shit, bro. That shit is I can't watch that shit. Bro, I just got terrified by watching Bray Wyatt return to the WWE. Like I couldn't watch fucking Jeffrey Dahmer, bro. Like I can't do scary shit. I don't do that shit.
Listen, life, and my kids asked me, they say, Dad, why don't you watch horror movies and stuff? I said, life is scary enough, bro.
On God. Oh God!
I've been through enough shit in my life where real life is scarier than this shit. I'm Gucci. I just want to laugh. I just want to laugh, bro. Put a funny movie on for me. I'm good.
That's all all I watch is comedy shit, bro. That's it. And documentaries. Shout out to everybody in the building, whether you guys are watching on Wasted channel or over here at DOX ENT. Make sure you subscribe to both channels. Tonight we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna shoot this shit. We're definitely gonna talk about a bunch of different categories, a bunch of different topics, you guys. What we're gonna start doing moving forward is we're gonna do these build difference, and we're gonna do kind of like segments, and we'll break them down, come up with some different thumbnails, upload them. You know what I mean? Kind of how Joe Budden and everybody else does. But I wanted to say this too real quick. Did you get a chance to watch the Math Hoffa Tony Yayo interview?
Yeah, it was all over the place. That was, to me, that was one of his. It wasn't Math's fault, but Tony Yayo to me was one of the worst guests on that show ever. Yeah,
it was really scattered and all over the place. I know a lot of people enjoyed it because technically that's that barbershop talk, right? Like I know a lot of people were saying that Tony was kind of getting at Math. I didn't see that. I really looked at it as that's barbershop talk. Everybody's aggressive in the barbershop. Like, fuck you, motherfucker, fuck you. And then next thing you know, we handshaking and we out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. What did you get from that? I mean, now I already know kind of where you are with it, but what did you take from that conversation? And because I feel like, to be real with you, and maybe I'm putting a little extra on it, I feel like Yayo's being a little extra because he's probably be working on a podcast or doing something behind the scenes. And I think he's being a little extra because of it. What did you think?
I think so too. I think he's trying to take what Nori did to another level, right?
Yeah.
I think Tony Yayo is a guy who's been very, very easily forgettable.
Yeah.
He was the weak link in the G unit.
Always. He was the one that was the most loyal though. And you know, and we talk about loyalty all the time, Wasted. You know what I'm saying? Like people around us that are loyal will definitely be rewarded. You know what I mean? So I understand why 50 kept Yayo around. The way he even speaks about 50 is like he's just up here, you know what I mean? And everybody else is down here. But sometimes it's a trip because he kind of talk about like he his dad or some shit. Like
well, the funny thing is Yayo was the guy who started G Unit.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing. And Yayo is like that. Like Yayo not no sucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the thing with Tony is for me, it's just as an MC, bro. He just like, bro, I never forget when 50 blew up and 50 tried to do what Hove did with State Property. When he went up and and that legendary night when they went up there and flamed Funk Master Flex. You remember that?
Yep, I do.
Like a year or two later, 50 did that with G Unit.
And was that the one where he mentioned Lil Kim and Flex stopped him?
No, I don't think so. It's been a long time, but I don't think so,
bro. Talking about the Magic Stick record, remember? Because
yeah. Facts. Yeah. It was. Now, this is the crazy thing. He had Yayo and Banks freestyling. And 50 got a little bit, but he had them freestyling.
Yeah.
And everybody was calling up, yo, who's Lloyd Banks? Yayo's like, yo, what about me? The Talk of New York. It's like, motherfucker, you not the Talk of New York, bro. Like, you just ain't, bro. Like, nah. It ain't about you, dog. And then Game came, and then Young Buck came. And then he went to prison, and then he came out, and 50 gave him all these. It just didn't work, bro. Yeah. It didn't work. And I just feel like him in that interview, bro, was putting on to try to create excitement around his brand, bro. Yeah. That'll never be there.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be real. Shout out to Yayo, but me personally, man, I wouldn't want to be that guy. Like Memphis Bleak, I respect him. He does a lot behind the scenes. Everybody know that's Jay-Z, Lil Man's. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't publicly go out and do all this extra shit of Jay is this and Jay is that. I feel like Yayo be doing too much sometimes, bro. Like,
yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
He like Houdini Brown and Muhammad Ali. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, 50 Cent created light and sound. Yeah. Yo, what you talking about, man? It's like, yo, fucking get off his dick, bro.
He was wild. Yeah, he was wild.
Yeah, he's a real meat rider, bro. He's the Silver Surfer of dick riding, bro. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, bro.
Silver Surfer of dick riding.
Yo, he on 50 balls like this. Any interview, bro. He can't yo, bro, do an interview about yourself. And I know with Bleak, it's more understandable. Like 50 and Yayo are peers. I think Yayo might be older than 50.
I think he is.
I think he is, bro. Like with Bleak, that shit different. That's Jay Lil Man for real by like 10 years. Because I think Bleak is like a couple years younger than me, and Hove is over 50.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, so it's
definitely.
like, bro, be that no matter what we talking about, bro. Yayo is with 50 because he held him down in the streets. They actually ran the streets together. It's a different bond. Yeah. Banks is just a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Buck is from Tennessee. Game really ain't no G Unit. He a West Coast motherfucker who came and wanted to that wasn't organic. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep the real ones around.
Did you see the other part of it where and wait, we're gonna talk about that as well. Did you see where the Jim Jones interview the other day where he basically said when Game signed with them that he was going there to break that shit up? Like he was Definitely. You seen that?
Yeah, I saw that. You can see it clear as day when Game first got there, though. You can see it.
He a cornball to me, bro. Like I don't understand it, bro. Like you go into a hot brand like G Unit and you're underlining, like you're telling people that you're here to go and destroy it from the inside out. That's insane to me.
He's like a professional wrestler of hip hop. Everything he do is scripted. Everything. Like, that's why when we would talk about the game and I was saying how I don't feel like he's a legend. Everybody was jumping on me and saying, wait, so you hating on the West? And I'm not hating on the West Coast, bro. Like, this dude literally goes and does everything is so contrived from him, dude. I just hate it. Nothing's organic with that guy. Everything he does is like a fucking plan because he thinks it's going to ingratiate himself to the hip-hop fans. It's annoying, bro.
Yeah, this is fact. Shout out to Wade. We're going to talk about that. Shout out to Scully. To be honest, I don't think Game killed anything. I don't think he killed anything. They continue to have momentum afterwards. Game moved on and had a great career. I think everybody still killed it. He still ended up killing it. Shout out to Scully Pictures. Hey, Dirty Dog, I got to say this real quick because I'm not. And what's funny is I'm not even going to taking it to a bad place. When you try new things, right? When you're trying to expand your brand and you want to step out. Well, I can't even say step out the box because I'm a hip hop guy. Waste is a hip hop guy, but we know the Raiders is our bread and butter. That's what we love to do. But we don't do this for numbers, brother. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why you would come in with some negativity like that or proof to stick to Raiders content. I'm going to be real. There's a lot of Raider guys that have 5 or 6 people in their live. So, hey, to have 150 people rocking with us, we appreciate it. You know what I mean? So,
and crazy thing is, this is the same guy last week who came in talking slick on my live about this and that. Bro, yet you're still here. Yeah. You still here, bro. Yeah. So if you don't want to hear it, though, bro, go into your hole. Go into your fucking 1-bedroom apartment and go get some oodles and noodles in a hot pocket or a pot pie, right?
Yeah.
And go watch your fucking rabbit ear television.
There you go.
And fucking, just go to sleep with your fucking bed with no fitted sheets on it. With fucking cotton balls and shit all over the bed. And you know what I'm saying? And just go to sleep. Like just fuck you, bro. Like,
and I wanted to say too, that was no shade to anybody else that I said. Like, there's some content creators that have 5 or 6 people. I love it because I remember I was there at one time. You know what I mean? So that was no shade. All I'm saying is, when you're trying to do different things, man, we're not when we started this, we said we're not expecting to have 1,000 people in the chat. Everybody's not going to understand what we're talking about, but it's love. We're doing something different. We having fun. So shout out to homie.
Yeah, dude is a whole dickhead. I hate motherfuckers like that, bro. Like, yo, we doing this because we love to talk about what we talking about. Yeah, we're trying to grow something. Like, nobody's out here trying to, like, destroy anybody or to try to fucking, like, do something that's unethical, bro. We putting our time in. If you accept it, then great. If not, then keep it moving, bro.
I'm gonna be real. I was way too nice. You can suck my whole dick, bro.
Thank you, man. Fuck that guy, bro. Hey, let's do
this real quick. What do you think about the whole? Because there's so much shit going on in hip hop right now, bro. Like the Diddy and the Kanye shit is hilarious. I want to talk about that in a second too. But how do you feel about the whole Diddy and Mace situation? I feel like at this point, right? Look, we know who Diddy is. We know what he does. You know what I'm saying? We know how he works. But I feel like Mace is just holding on to this as his last crutch at stardom. Like, I feel like if you don't hold on to this Diddy moment, then you're done. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? The 50 thing didn't work. You try to come back from Murder Mace and all this other shit, and everything just continuously. He signed old boy up there in New York.
Fabio Foreign.
You know what I'm saying? The whole shit didn't work out. It sounded like another play where he kind of probably tried to do the Diddy route and you know what I mean? Got caught up in this shit. But let me ask you, how do you feel about that whole situation?
I feel like Mace is another dude who's a caricature. I've never fucked with Mace like that. I give him respect on the mic, but I've never been a fan of his, bro. And he's been doing this. If you're old enough, this is old news, bro. He's been doing this shit since about 99, dog. Yeah. He's been doing this, dog. Yeah. He's been doing it. Anytime he needs to cling to relevancy, he does the whole "Did he fuck me over" thing. I don't like it. Like, and then you know what's gonna wind up happening? They're gonna have a conversation. Did he gonna give him a check? And they're gonna be on stage performing again. It's gonna be another Bad Boy reunion. It's gonna be the 30th reunion. He's gonna be like Mace is a charlatan, bro. This is a guy who played with God himself. But this man started a whole ministry. So how you gonna start a ministry and then come out and talk about bitches and hoes and sucking dick and
at that point you just don't really give a fuck about life?
Like, bro, this dude is a clown, bro. He's a real clown, bro. This dude will go back to Atlanta and build another mega church. And it's like, listen, I don't fuck with, and I know I'm all over the place, y'all. I'm on my 5th cup of coffee.
Look, bro, I'm on the same type of time right now. Because we bouncing all over the place, but it's cool. I love this shit because I feel the same way, bro. I feel like I feel like he a whole nerd. You know what I mean? He got ran up out of Harlem and he's down there in the A. He ran to God temporarily. You know what I mean? Ran up a check and thought, you know what? I think it's safe to get back into the hip hop field. And you know what I mean? It's just some whole ass shit, bro.
The only reason why he could do it is because of this generation of fans, bro. They don't care about whether you solid. They don't care about whether you a real motherfucker as a person. They don't care. We've allowed Tekashi 6ix9ine in the last 10 years. We've allowed Rick Ross to happen.
Yep.
We've allowed motherfuckers to come out and say that they are rats.
Yeah.
Come out and say they rats. One of these young rap motherfuckers, young Dilsher, I don't know, one of these motherfuckers, the Gunner, the one that's locked up. He admitted that he's a rat, but he's a street rapper though. That's now locked up.
I heard about, but I never seen him. So he actively, like he admitted this shit?
Yeah, he's a rat, bro.
Damn, that's some cold shit. But hey,
Rat.
these
Straight
days,
up.
that shit's cool. You know what I mean? Shout out to KG. I like this question. We talking about culture, y'all. We gonna bounce all over the place. It is what it is. What's your ranking of your favorite wrestling organizations in their prime from 1 to 5? WWF, WCW, ECW, TNA, AEW. What's funny is in that order, in that actual order.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. For me, it's WWE, WCW, ECW.
Mm-hmm.
I like AEW better than TNA.
See, I think AEW still has a little more to prove.
Yeah. Like as far as the storylines and the people that are there, yeah. But I like AEW because of the actual in-ring action.
Yeah.
Like Moxley and fucking Punk. And I'm not a big Punk fan either. Everybody loves Punk.
You always tell me that.
Yeah, I don't really like Punk, but Punk is good in the ring. He's good on the mic. But like, yo, this version of Chris Jericho being that legend, that Ric Flair kind of guy, I love that shit, bro. And I love Kenny Omega. I'm a big Kenny Omega guy, man. I like Kenny Omega.
I just can't take Jericho serious anymore, bro. You see his build, bro. Like he just look like he just sloppy, like he don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, like, he definitely looks like the lead singer from Fozzy more than the
wrestler
now.
Yeah. Hey, we got to talk about this though, real shit. Because since we're talking about wrestling, bro, you have to go back and watch that Bray Wyatt, bro. And I mean to tell you, this was the greatest return I ever seen in my life. And I'm not saying that because he's a Raider fan, but Bray Wyatt is my favorite wrestler because he is a Raider fan. Sorry to say that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's always Raiders on my. But bro, this return was insane because what they did at the end was, you know, for those who haven't watched it yet, you know, close your ears if need be. But what they did was they closed the show out because everybody in Philly was about to throw a fucking bro. Like the last fight with Riddle and Seth was kind of ass, bro. Like they were in like this, like kind of like an octagon kind of situation. Cormier was the referee. It was a weird ass vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? But Riddle won, walked up. Next thing you know, the fucking credits came up. Everybody's like, all right, you guys have a great day. We'll see you guys Monday night. Everything turned off, bro. And this shit was on some whole other shit, bro. Like he just kept saying, I got the whole world.
Oh, that's dope.
Over and over again, right? And then all the animals were in that fun house, like a light would go spotlight, boom. But it was actually somebody, it was a person in the shit. Then it would go boom to another, to the rabbit, then boom to the pig, and then the fiend down at the bottom. And then bro, you gotta watch this shit, bro.
I love Bray Wyatt. The only thing I don't like what the WWE did, they kind of killed his momentum when they had the Wyatt family go against the Undertaker and Kane.
That was Vince.
Yeah, that was Vince. Come on, bro. Yeah. Like that should have never happened, bro. He was supposed to be the next phenom.
Triple H is the GOAT. Vince was the one that had Goldberg squash the Fiend. At that point, everything was done. Like, you know what I mean? Nobody wanted to see Fiend after you just got fucking speared one time in 1, 2, 3. But bro, I think the way that Triple H is running this shit, bro, WWE is definitely back, bro. I'm telling you, dog.
Yeah. Vince is a dinosaur. He was a dinosaur, and the only way he was gonna leave the WWE was either through this kind of a situation or death. And you know, it's crazy, man, because for years I've always heard about the weird shit that went on behind there. You know, Pat Patterson. Like, have you ever seen this interview with Roddy Piper when he was talking about, he kind of alluded to the fact that when he was a young guy that Pat Patterson did some weird shit to him?
Yes.
You ever see? It was painful to watch.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I was a pretty little kid, you know, I'm just like, damn, man, that's crazy. Like, I've always heard, because it's a well-known fact that Pat Patterson. Yeah, it's gay. But the thing is that Pat Patterson,
you know, rest in peace. He just passed away not too long ago.
Yeah, but he was gay, but he was doing some really predatory, weirdo shit. Like, listen, you can be whoever you want, love who you want to love, do what you want to do. It's just that you don't want to force yourself on people who are not like requiting that same kind of energy to you as well. So it's just a little weird, bro.
They said that Shorty used to do the same thing. What was the
Fabulous Moolah?
Fabulous Moolah.
I watched the Fabulous Moolah. She was pimping up the female wrestlers out and all kinds of shit, man.
Yeah, facts, bro. Let me see. But yeah, Black Sunday, yes, bro. And he's a diehard Raiders fan. I was telling Wade, I'm like, I'm working on trying to get him somehow, some way, to some capacity on one of our shows, whether it's a fucking WWE something or a Raider something. Like he is a diehard Raider fan. Raider fan.
You know who else is a diehard Raider fan? The people don't. We all know this, but it always shocked me that Tiger Woods is a diehard Raider fan.
Yeah, diehard. Him, Carson Daly. I mean, it's a bunch of random. Tom Hanks. Well, Tom
Hanks from Oakland though, so that's why it makes sense. Tiger Woods grew up in Los Angeles during the 80s.
Tom Hanks went to high school in Sacramento as well, McClatchy High School. Just want you to know.
Yeah. So I mean, one of the greatest actors of all time. That's great. We got to give y'all that. I mean, he's also a weirdo too. So he has dual citizenship in Rome. So when you have dual citizenship in Rome, you don't want to get extradited. If anybody finds out you're doing weirdo shit, you can run to Rome.
Well, if you want to go back to that, brother, there's a lot of weirdos up there in New York and New Jersey. So I mean,
we talking about famous ones, right? So like, we don't want to do the tail of the tape of weird shit in Hollywood. And you're gonna lose that one all day around, bro.
I'm Northern California, man. So
yeah. Here you go now, right?
It's a little different, man. Shout out to everybody rocking in the building. Yes, Carlos Santana, George Lopez, Guy Fieri, all them motherfuckers. Hey, King Savage, Stone Cold is definitely the GOAT. All right, look. I don't want to spoil too much of the Bray Wyatt situation. You got to watch that. Let's talk about this Kanye situation, man. For those who don't know, he's been actively on his Instagram. Actually, Instagram just did something with his account.
Yeah, to the point where he can't post. Mark Zuckerberg and them,
Yeah, because I guess he was posting a bunch of text messages from other guys, and I mean, Kanye is he's a trip. But he made headlines this week. I forgot where he was, in Italy somewhere, and he had a White Lives Matter t-shirt. Caught a lot of flack from it. A lot of artists. Boosie jumped out the window today. Love it. A lot of artists was like, bro, we can no longer, rock with Kanye and what he got going on. But then, Kanye tried to clean it up with, did you hear his argument?
Yeah, I heard his retort, bro. The thing about Kanye West is that there's a difference between like intelligence and education. There's a difference between, supposed genius and psychosis. Kanye West is a guy, man, that has been famous and got to a rarefied air that he thinks that his little streams of consciousness are like, you listen, there's some of the things that Kanye is saying, like weaved into what he's saying, like with the White Lives Matter and all that stuff, to where he's trying to prove a point, but I don't think that he has the ability to express himself in a way that he probably should. And his stuff is coming out wrong. And that is the reason why, man, a lot of these dudes need to kind of stick to what they do for a living, bro. Yeah. Because you are great at one thing doesn't mean that you need to speak for your entire race, or you need to be the one to solve the world's ills. Like, I just think that when you start doing that, you get into this real weird space, man. Like, everybody wants to try to emulate the things that happened in the past. They want to emulate the Muhammad Ali's of the world. They want to emulate the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's of the world. But if you live long enough, even a guy like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who put it all on the line for everybody, has done some questionable things the last few years because he's lived long enough, and there's more eyes on you when you try to be that guy that speaks out. Yeah. There's more sound bites, there's more technology, bro. And I think that with Kanye West, bro, I just think that there's a problem up here. Yeah. He's never been right since his mother died, bro. Mm-hmm. And it's like he's careening down a place to where he's turning into like Howard Hughes almost.
But now he's just literally the male Kim Kardashian. I mean, everything is attention. I mean, it's really sad to see where he is. But the problem is this, you guys, that people that like just regular motherfuckers like us that continue to call this guy a fucking genius over and over and over again, to the point where he's sold on it. So he feels like anything that he does is genius. Doesn't matter what the fuck he does.
He's disrespecting his audience. Yes. Because he thinks that he can insult the very audience that made him big. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much what he's doing. And the crazy thing is, bro, he's not a genius.
No, not at all.
He's not a genius. I don't give a fuck what anybody's talking about. Yo, genius is not common, bro. There are very, 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 very few geniuses. Yes. And then when you talk about a musical genius, you know what musical genius is? Stevie Wonder is a musical genius.
Quincy Jones.
Prince is a musical genius.
Definitely. Shit, Michael Jackson, and even that genius is a little, you know what I'm saying? It's borderline because, yo, Prince and Stevie Wonder
play hundreds of instruments proficiently and fluently. They sing in every octave. They can write music. They do everything on the musical spectrum to a point where on an excellent level. There's nothing musically that they do that is
but you know why Kanye, and this is why me and you had this conversation before and you didn't like it. Kanye came up in an era where he can get away with calling himself a genius because he didn't come up in the eras. I mean, musically, he wasn't out when all those greats were around. I always said, I remember, I had this conversation the other day with Wasted where I said, I just don't really see the big thing with J. Cole, right? I mean, it's no disrespect. I think that he's a talented guy, but I don't think that he would have held up with the guys that we grew up watching. You know what I'm saying? Like, or listening to. But today, J. Cole is like considered a GOAT. But with me, I just don't really see anything special with what he does. Not saying he's not talented. Just I don't see anything special. I don't see what he brings to the table.
It's hard to do that though, Graphk, because if you like, bro, I can't judge him and put him back in 1994, 95.
I know, I get it. I
can't do it. I have to say the shit that he's doing now is in this era, he is one of their GOATs. Him and Kendrick and all of them guys. I cannot take him and say, oh, well, would he be nice if he would have had to come out when Nas came out and when Hove? And he was inspired and raised by all them guys because he's younger than us. So it's like we've kind of, like, I just think that happens in any generation. When you get to a certain age, I can go back and see 1,000 people who did, like people are arguing with me and they would say Kanye West is a genius, right? And I'll tell you, because I'm 45 years old, I don't see what he did that was so special ever since he came out. All he did was just kind of copy off of Q-Tip and DJ Premier. When he started looping up soul, oh, he's a genius. That's the basis of fucking hip hop.
No, but all he does is strip samples. And then me personally, I don't think that Kanye can rap like that.
He can't. People write for him. He can't. He's not a genius.
No, but even before he had people writing for him, when he was writing his own shit, like,
bro, he's always had people writing for him and helping him. He from Consequence.
Real quick in the chat, if y'all think that Kanye was a dope rapper, give me one line right now that was insane. And mind you, I loved College Dropout. Spaceships is one of my favorite songs that Kanye ever did. One of my favorite joints. But I need to know a line. Give me a line that Kanye said that was like, oh my God, he's top 5, top 10 of all time. Give me a line.
See, the thing about it is, Graphk, nobody's ever said Kanye West is a top 5 rapper. As an artist in hip hop, because of his writing prowess, as far as how he structures songs and him being a producer, people put him in that rarefied air. Kanye West just went and took hip hop and brought it back a couple of steps. And I love him for that. I remember when he first came out, I was like, yo, we need this, because hip hop got just too gangster.
Yes.
It got too flossy. It got too transactional. And Kanye West brought the love back into hip hop.
He filled a void.
Yeah, he did.
But he was definitely passionate. I think that's why we loved him so much, because of the passion. You can tell he really loved this shit. Watching a documentary and seeing the old Kanye compared to what it is now, you miss that energy. Like, he was really like sold on himself, but he really loved what he was doing. Shout out to Big John. Yes, man. You know, being from Northern California, I know who Simba is, but Wasted has definitely been sending me so much shit. Like, bro, you got to check this out. You got to check this out. I still have not really listened too much from Simba.
I love Simba. I love that kid. To me, that kid right now is one of the best rappers that I've heard come out in the last 20 years. I love that kid. Like, lyrically, I don't know how he's going to structure his songs, but just as an MC, it gives me the vibes that I got when I first heard Cannabis. He doesn't rap anything like Cannabis, but the feeling that I got, like a breath of fresh air, like, yo, this dude is, like, I'm just talking about just on a freestyle tip and getting on other people's shit and just destroying it. Like, I remember when Cannabis was on mixtapes and just killing shit.
Bro, he was different, bro. He was different, bro.
I love Simba, bro. I love him as a freestyler. Like, he's a breath. I want to see if he can put it together on that album, though, because I remember when Cannabis was killing shit, you just thought that it was the next shit. You thought that Cannabis was going to be like the next Nas, the next motherfucker. Because you remember it was Cannabis and Nori and like DMX and all of them were coming around. People thought Cannabis was going to be the guy.
I think he was. I just think he got caught up. He got caught up by a machine, in which, I mean, it wasn't just LL, because that was a great battle. I think that the Def Jam machine and everything around him, Cannabis was always that guy that was going to be, and don't you got to push for a while. But I feel like he was one of those guys that needed to be like a indie artist. Like Cannabis should have been all over Ruckus back in the day. He should have been all over those sound bombers.
Yeah, he should have stayed with it, and he tried to go commercial. He tried to get behind the machine. He got with the wrong producer. Like, why would you get with Wyclef?
Wyclef really destroyed him with that second album, bro. That second album.
His first album. Nah, bro. The first album, Wyclef did that.
I thought it was the second one.
Nah, bro. His second album was actually better than the one with Niggonometry on it and fucking the one with no, that was
the first album.
That was his first album, yeah. Wyclef did that, and it was bad. But he had some good joints, like Buckingham Palace was dope and shit like that.
Buckingham Palace. I loved what was that other one I told you I liked?
Niggonometry. You had Get Retarded was okay.
I love Get Retarded, and I like that in the middle of the night. I hold you to it'll be all right. I'll be there for you. That was my shit.
Yeah, but the rest of the album, trash. And then if you hold it up to what was coming out, like you gotta realize something. You know what dropped that summer? Like Nori dropped that summer, man. Like Jay-Z can't, the Hard Knock Life shit was, that Hard Knock Life didn't drop yet, but the Annie joint, the single for Hard Knock Life dropped that summer. That's all you heard in the hood. You know what I
mean? Cannabis man has some terrible production. I think that's what destroyed him. Norman said Cannabis had whack beats. KG said 2000 BC had 100 bars. And the intro one. Okay, so BC was the second one though. Yeah, that was the second album. And I actually liked it.
And Pun, they said Pun or Cannabis, Big Pun.
Pun all day.
Big Pun.
Pun was so much more flexible. He was so versatile. Like he could do a record that did in the middle with little it'll and then do some other lyrical shit and then do a song about females and you were sold on every one of them. You know what I mean? Like he was so versatile. Like dead ass, bro. Like Fat Joe is Pun but less lyrical. Like you get what I'm saying? Like he'll never.
Pun. Fat Joe, look, man. Fat Joe is a real street dude. And when Fat Joe first came out, Flo Joe, when he was at DITC and everything, Fat Joe was just a Puerto Rican b-boy who was a hard rock, who was a cool. I remember Fat Joe used to have the FJ60 store in New York. Had some to be honest with you, the FJ60 leathers. You talk about the Butters leathers. Listen.
Your audio cut off. Shout out to everybody in the building. Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yo, you talk about the Butters leathers? Listen to me. The FJ60 leathers was different, yo. I fuck with Fat Joe, but as a rapper, dog, nobody ever confused him with Pun, bro.
Oh, no.
That's why Fat Joe was willing to hold the umbrella. Like Big Pun was different, bro. And I never listen, when Pun first came out, the first thing I said was, yo, he sounds too much like G-Rap for me. Sounds too much like Cool G-Rap. I don't like that shit. But the motherfucker is retarded. Like, he's just one of the nicest motherfuckers there's ever been, bro.
You know what's funny?
The only thing I don't agree with Graphk is that he thinks that Pun was better than Biggie. He's crazy.
Pun was definitely better than Biggie. Definitely. 10 times out of 10. Shout out to Scully. Bone Thugs and Harmony are so underrated and deserve more recognition than most out of the most rap groups. I love Bone Thugs and Harmony, man. You know, and I'm a lyrical miracle type dude, like punchlines and shit. But I was a big fan of Bone Thugs and Harmony. Oh no, you still off. Your audio's still down. I can hear what's around you, but I can't hear you.
Shit is fucked up.
Oh, you good. I hear you. Oh, you can't hear me. Okay. Oh shit, we got Gruden in the building. Let me see. Wasted just big mad. I was mad Big Pun wasn't from New York. Wait, what? Yo, you good? Take your time. Wasted just mad Big Pun. Bad. No, you good. Bro, what do you mean Big Pun ain't from New York? He from the Bronx.
Yeah, Big Pun is from the Bronx. The fuck you talking about? Like, see, yo, young guys, go to bed. Stop this shit, bro. Like, I got a dude that's in the chat that's telling me how Kanye West turned hip hop on his ear and all that shit. Like, dog, if you were 3 years old in 1998, stop it. Kanye West is great. It's great.
Shout out to Mike Luffy. His son Chris Rivers is ridiculous on the mic too. Yeah, he's dope.
His son sounds just like his daddy.
Yeah,
he probably found his daddy rhyme book.
Shout out to Black Sail. Salute to my two bros. Hey, Docs, you better put these cats on that SIBO. The bald head nut. Come on, man. You already know what time it is, Black Sails. I'm from 24th Street, You know what I mean? So, you know, I know Bo is from 29th, you know what I mean? And you know, look, I grew up right down the street from Bo. So, but you know what's so crazy, Black Sales? I have to say this. My people in my neighborhood hated me because I was not a fan growing up as a kid of Sebo, Brother Lynch. I didn't really catch on to that wave until like my teens later on down the line when I was really on the Mac Dre and the Jack and Messy Marv and all that. I was not a big fan. When I was a kid, I was listening to East Coast shit. I was listening to Wu-Tang, you know what I mean? And Mobb Deep and all that. I was not a fan like that. I really had to, I forgot who it was. One of my brothers growing up was like, bro, you're gonna sit down, you're gonna listen to this whole Mac Dre. I mean, no, this whole, not whole Mac Dre, whole Brother Lynch album, this whole Sebo album. And it was another one. What was the other album, man? I forgot what it was. Oh, X-Rated.
X-Rated.
Yeah.
Yo.
Bro.
X-Rated. He was locked up.
Yep.
He was like the West Coast DMX before DMX.
He from our neighborhood too.
Yeah, you know okay. I remember.
And so I sat down. He had a song called, what was it? Macaframalama? I think some shit like that. So I sat down. I went through the game tapes, and it was one day I was just sitting on the block, bro. Remember back in the day, you just sit the crate down, sit on the block, have you a couple 40s, and I sat there and I listened to Bo. I was with my brother Dale. Listen to Bo, and I was like, you know what? I fuck with this. But I was just such an East Coast, you know what I mean? If it wasn't Pac or if it wasn't Snoop, you know what I mean? Like even 40, I used to catch flack because I'm like, man, I just don't listen to this shit. I just don't, you know what I mean? And then later on down the line, I grabbed my roots, you know what I mean? And I ran with it.
He's a lyrical dude. Yo, somebody just asked a question in the chat real quick.
Okay.
Yo, listen, all I listen to is Griselda pretty much for the last fucking 5 years, yo. And I be sending Graphk shit all the time. He don't listen to it, but eventually he'll get around to it and be like, yo, this shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Like Conway and Benny the Butcher, bro.
Yeah. I like that song you sent me. That shit was dope. Speaking about getting around, here goes Andrew talking about the greatest artist of all time. This is facts. Pac is the GOAT. The GOAT. I know he's not Wasted's favorite artist, but I know he's in his top five. Top five.
I love Tupac, bro. Like, bro, you got bro. This is the thing that y'all understand. Pac was over here with us.
Yeah.
Like Pac was moving around with Tretch and them in Jersey. Like we used to see Tupac.
Yeah.
Like before Tupac, like around like Juice, before Tupac came out with Strictly for my niggas and stuff like that. Tupac used to be, it wasn't like, cause he used to roll with the Flavor Unit and Queen Latifah and all of them, yo. Like, so I'm a fan of Tupac. But the problem is, there's two things that happen with Tupac. You have people who underrate him and you have people who overrate Tupac. Now, as an artist and his impact on hip hop and who he was as a man, it's impeccable. But to say that Tupac is like the greatest rapper of all time, I can't say that because I can't take his mic and put his mic next to Nas. Can't do it. I can't do it. But yo, like it's just what he represented. He was just like, he's like Bob Marley of hip hop. He is like
I agree.
He's a cultural icon, bro. But as just bar
for
bar.
What is the word that I say over here at DOX ENT that
impact over everything? And Tupac, nobody had a bigger impact on hip hop than Tupac. But as an MC, let me tell you something. Tupac will tell you that Nasty Nas was one of his favorites.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Tupac would tell you how great of an MC.
Oh, number 2 or number 3 in my top 5 at all time. We talk
Nas and them guys, bro. Like I'm talking about just rapping, bro. Like y'all talking about, yo, I love Tupac because a lot of motherfuckers. What happens with Tupac is it makes motherfuckers who was never gangster make them feel gangsters. They listen to Pac. It makes them feel like, and with their idea of what real is, being real is taking care of your family, bro. Being real is not like getting into like street shit. Being who Tupac was then, if Tupac would have had the blessings to live to now, he would think of things and be a totally different person right now. Yeah. But yo, he's always forever young. So that guy is who you go back to when you want to get ignorant.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just the same thing with like Nas. A lot of people think that Nas is the most brilliant motherfucker in the world because they never read a book before. So Nas can tell you that Rockefeller died of AIDS.
Yeah.
But he's talking about Rock Hudson, the actor.
Yeah.
Like, just, I don't want to get into like the minutiae because I'm going all over the place. But
no, I get it.
Like, yo, these rappers and the Tupacs and stuff like that, if you're going to look at them from an honest perspective, yo. Yeah. Tupac was great, but you got to look at what sold a lot of his music. You have to look at who he was as an MC. Just as an MC, can you sit up there and tell me that as an MC, he's better than this guy and that guy? He's better than Rakim. He's better than, like, is he better than Snoop Dogg as an MC back then? I'm not talking about now.
Let me say this, okay? If you're talking about rap-wise, and we're going to get to some more shit, y'all, I get it. But if I want to listen to Pain, right, and I can go listen to Nas the way he talks about it, or go listen to Common or Mos Def and listen because I'm a lyrical guy. I still go to Pac. The simplicity is so beautiful to me, bro. Like the way Pac did things, it was so simplistic yet so complex to me. I don't know how to really describe it because it was so real. It was just so organic, like you felt it. You know what I mean? When I go to Nas and I listen to Project Window, which is one of my favorite records of all time, I get in the gym, I put that on with him and Ron Isley off the Nostradamus album, and I kind of just zone. And it takes me back to where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Even though I didn't grow up in the projects in Queens, it felt like I was there. Nas had that effect on me as well. But Pac just made me feel like, bruh, like I wanted to punch through a fucking wall, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Pac
like
emotionally, Pac will get you here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about just rap-wise. Like technically, like metaphors, similes, figurative language, concepts, things like that.
Yeah.
As an artist, I love Tupac. Like as an artist, I can't separate Tupac from Hove, from Nas, from B.I.G. Like all of them guys, to me, Scarface, those are my top 5 rappers.
Oh yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? Fact. Scarface, like I love Scarface equally as how much I love Tupac. I don't separate them. I go to them for different things.
Yeah, definitely.
So I don't say Tupac's here and Nas is here. That's not how I view it. I can't say Hove is here and Tupac is here. No, I go to them for different things, bro. But they're all equally as great to me.
The one thing I love about Pac, and we'll get off this subject, you guys, is that I can go to him to listen for some party music, some female music, some struggle shit. Like I can go to him for everything. You know what I mean? That's even Biggie. Like, I can go to him for the same shit. Nas, bro, every time he tried to do that, it just owed me something. Like I couldn't get with it. I went to Nas for one specific thing. You know what I mean? Like that's what I went for. That's why I think Nas, I love Nas. I just don't think he's as versatile as Biggie, as Pac. You know what I mean? It's Jay.
Yeah. Nas for what he do is being the poet that Nas is nobody that's fucking.
No. At what he does, he's the best at what he does.
Yeah, and somebody just said, "Yo, hit him up." Listen, bro. Ether's the hardest diss record in the history of hip hop, and I'm a Jay-Z fan. I'm the biggest Jay-Z fan, bro. You talking to a guy when Biggie was alive, right? You ask anybody that know me, Jay-Z been my favorite rapper, bro. Since reasonable. Since I saw him pull out Real Money and play Monopoly with Real Money, that was it for me. When I knew they was shooting their own video, like I fucked with Hov. Because if you come from a certain element, right, you heard the authenticity in what he was talking about. I love Hov. Hov is my favorite rapper ever, right?
Scully, do me a favor, brother. I'm not really big on Chicano rap. If you can, send me some links to my Instagram or my Twitter, brother, and I would definitely love to check them out. You know what I mean? I listen to any kind of music, bro. Like y'all don't understand. I'll listen to alternative music. I'll be in the gym listening to the Fray every day. Like real shit. Like I listen to everything. So send it over, King. Let's do this thing because I did see another thing on Math. Shout out to Math, man, because I've been watching a lot of his podcasts and they have some great debates. You just said that Ether was better than Hit 'Em Up. And I want everybody in the chat to do this as well. Top 5 before we get to this conversation about academics and the old school shit. Top 5 diss records of all time.
Ether.
And I want them in order though.
Ether number 1. Ether's number 1. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Even though there's a lot of things that weren't real. 2 is No Vaseline, Ice Cube.
Mm-hmm.
3 is Hit 'Em Up.
Okay.
4 is The Bitch in You by Common Sense to Ice Cube.
I like that. The Ice Cube diss. Okay.
Yeah. And number 5, I could say The Takeover. I could say The Bridge Is Over from KRS-One. But he did too much of that reggae shit. That so it's like man, it's number 5, man. I guess, the Break of Dawn, LL Cool J.
Okay. I got Hit 'Em Up at number 1. I got Ether at number 2. I love Takeover, but I feel like Jay didn't really get to the shit into the last verse.
He didn't. You know, I got to take it out. Jada Kiss.
Oh,
killing 50 Cent.
I like
That's
that.
number 5 for me.
Okay.
Snake
I like that.
Use an animal. Use a motherfucking animal. That's
3,
my shit. I'm sorry.
3, I'm gonna go with How to Ride. I know it's not like the traditional diss record. You could go with I Smell Pussy. I love that one too. 50.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with How to Ride. I love that record. So Hit 'Em Up, Ether, How to Ride. Second round knockout from Cannabis. No Vaseline. Even though I do like. Damn, bro, there's so many great.
Bro, you don't got Ether in there, dog?
I had Ether number 2.
Oh, I missed number 2. Yeah, I was about to say you don't got Ether there. Jesus
No,
Christ.
definitely. But there's other records that there's the Easy E. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many. Damn, there's another record.
Real Compton City G's. Easy Dre. Listen, bro. I don't know, man, because like No Vaseline, he killed the whole crew. No Vaseline is crazy, bro. I
like the Jada Beanie Siegel diss too.
Oh yeah. Who do you think won that?
To be honest, I think it was you could say it's a fair exchange.
Right
kicks like a soda. Bro, that was the shit, bro.
So I'm already full because I ate too many Beanie Macs.
There you go. Hey, bro, that shit was stupid. Curtis, that record has to sit a little bit. Being from the West Coast, being from Sacramento, and I knew everybody he was talking about in that record. You know what I'm saying? Like that still has to sit a little bit. We got to let that shit sizzle for a little bit. Oh yeah, there we go, Hanzo. Calling out names.
Motherfuck D, motherfuck X. That shit was corny, man.
I know was Exhibited RBX.
Yo, DMX killed him one line, yo.
The only reason I didn't like that record was because he lost his cool over a female. Like
DMX say, talk about you got figures, biggest jigger. That's that bullshit.
Yeah.
Hey, rap about what you got around me and get you hit.
But back then when that song came out, I loved that album, period. You know what I mean? That was one of my favorite albums. I used to skip school and go to this one spot on Florida Road and go smoke and listen to that record over and over and over. But yeah, calling out names, I just didn't like it. Well, you know what though?
That was ass, man. DMX killed him, dog.
But you know what though? Hey, you know what's funny? Hit 'Em Up was about a female. Ether
has about a female. It's always Ether and Jay-Z. This is over a female. It's always about a bitch, bro. These dudes, it's funny. They try to make it like it's not. At the base of it, it's all about a woman, bro.
And we can't act like Drake didn't have one of the greatest diss records of all time, man.
Yeah, he killed me.
Back to back, bro. Was like that shit was nice.
Back to back,
bro. We can't act like he didn't cook. The Pusha T shit was great.
Push killed him, dog.
But it wasn't. No, he definitely did. But to me, it wasn't like a lyrical record. You know what I'm saying? Like Dre Day too. Yeah, Dre Day, Unknown. There we go.
Mr. Buster, where you at? Can't scrap a lick, so you know you got.
Too many. There's too many.
No, I don't know. But see, who I wonder who wrote that for.
100 bars and running. Hit 'Em Up. Dre Day. No Vaseline. Scully. I love it.
Mozzie New King Era Disc go hella hard. I gotta hear that shit.
Yeah, that's the one where he mentioned my brother Fingers too. He said I would mention. Though? Yeah. No, but it wasn't actually it was kind of a situation because politics, you know what I'm saying? Somebody got killed and, you know, he was related to my brother Fingers and he said, I would mention, but L Fingers, my woe. It's kind of hard, but you listen to records like that, right? And you're like, damn, like I know what he's saying, but it's like it affects the people around you because it's like, I can't really describe it, bro. Like imagine you dissing my mans that got killed, but you my mans. So in the record,
yes, it's a bad situation.
So in the record, you like I would mention so and so, but Graphk my dog. So it's like you still dissing them, but it's like, but you know what I mean? Whoa. Don't get wrong.
I wouldn't say your man's a rat.
Yeah,
but your homie's my dog, so I ain't gonna say it, but I said it.
Hey, Marvel, the Where's Waldo 1 to me. And 2 from Lab went crazy too. This is facts, real shit. New York.
You see, that wasn't a diss though.
The video was visually it was.
Yeah, the video was a diss, and then I remember Mobb Deep and them came back. Hey, wait, have y'all listened? Yeah, I fuck with Big Boss Rabbit. I fuck with him, even though he been getting beat the fuck up. I fuck with Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs, my guy, yo.
No, he can rap.
Freddie Gibbs can rap his ass off. I listen to all that shit. Yo, like listen, y'all, you know why I'm disappointed in Graphk, bro? I sent Graphk Linguini. I sent them Linguini from Freddie Gibbs and Conway the Machine. If somebody asked me who's my favorite member of Sun, it's definitely Conway. Conway is my guy. I love Benny. Benny remind me of Hov a little bit. He get his Hov on a lot. But the machine is different.
I feel like we're missing one diss record that we're like
not even from back in the day. Is it something from back in the day?
You know what? Another sneaky one. So please get off the TIP of my dick.
Yeah, Luda destroyed him. Luda destroyed him. Yeah.
Bruh, that was at Young Buck, right?
Yeah. It was on Young Buck. It was at T.I. Because the motherfucking Ludacris, they was on the same album dissing each other and shit, yo.
Oh, yeah, me getting robbed, that's Ludacris, or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, Ludacris. Yeah. He said, because your house and what it cost to maintain my fish tank cost the same.
Yeah. There we go. Shout out to Classic Man. And we're gonna
got no merit because your beef ain't legit. So please stay off the TRP.
We got two things we're gonna still talk about, you guys. I want to talk about the whole academics thing, and we also want to talk about the Draymond punch, Jordan Poole. Classic Man. I don't know how y'all feel about. Shout out to my boy Q. He changed the name and shit. Today's diss songs, but this song called "Exposing Me" by FBG, Duck, Real Disrespect. I seen that. Q, that shit got a video to it, right? I seen that. I can't get into the whole like. What's that new genre called, bro? Like the whole
drill music.
I can't really get into it. But like with me, don't get me wrong, this record is great. But like when it gets too personal, I just don't really. You can call me pussy. You can say you do this, you that. But it's when you talking about I killed your homeboy and this and it's like, damn, bro. Like
my thing is don't like my problem with what they do with hip hop, and I'm gonna tell you something. Bro, and that's not no real listen, man. Let me tell you something. Marshall Mathers has been rich a long time.
Yes.
Marshall Mathers has been out 20-something years.
Yes.
When you are some young rapper who's going to come up off the clout, you can sit there. You grew up off of Eminem. The reason why you even in hip-hop is because of Eminem. Eminem made it palatable and easy for white rappers to be accepted across the board, because before Eminem, you had the Vanilla Ices of the world.
Yeah.
Like you had like Everlast and guys like that who were nice, but it was kind of, even the Beastie Boys. The Beastie Boys were nice, but the Beastie Boys were kind of a rock band after a while. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Eminem coming out legitimized white rappers to where it wasn't a thing anymore.
Definitely.
So every guy like a Machine Gun Kelly who has a career owes Eminem something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for this guy to try to come out and go after Eminem for the clout when he's the same age as M's daughter, to me is corny, bro. Eminem is already solidified.
I'm gonna say this. You can say that, but I can combat your argument with Eminem did the same shit coming up talking about pop artists and shit, right? Like just corny shit that made money. But let me say this. Who won? I liked the Eminem song better. But let me say this. MGK won because he came out alive. And he won because there's a conversation about maybe he won. Maybe he won. Like MGK came out unscathed, bro. Like, and then he went to do movies and continued his career and didn't just die off. Like he's still active. Like, bro, like you know, he's doing his thing. Yeah. I think that MGK, I think that Eminem won the battle, but MGK won the war.
But bro, like my thing is, I get what M was doing with the pop rappers and stuff, and we talked about this, but I'm just talking about just as an MC.
Yeah. As
an MC, bro. You're dissing Eminem, bro, because he was the guy and he's past his prime. It's kind of like when guys call out a heavyweight champion boxer who's past his prime. Yeah. Like for somebody to call, I feel like calling out Eminem now, if you're a young rapper, it's like calling out Mike Tyson now as a boxer. Eminem, his best music is behind him, yo. Eminem too rich. And I hate to say this, but I think after Eminem stopped like getting high and shit like that, and his music isn't as good. I hate to say it, but you know what I'm saying?
We know how that goes. That's the Mary J. Blige effect.
Yeah, like I like high and depressed Mary better than
me too. I don't want to hear happy ass shit, bro. Like yeah. I mean, like put that on the internet, like but tweet. you're having a great life. Get in the studio and cry, motherfucker. Like,
I sit back with this pack, with this lead. That's what I need. I don't need the whole blah 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 blah. I can't.
This one is for wasted because I'm gonna be real with you. You know, I know like Sons of Man and all that shit, but like I don't really know too much about the Wu-Tang affiliates. He said, "What's your top 3 Wu-Tang affiliate, not main members albums?" For me, Heist of the Century,
Killer Priest,
Wu Syndicate, and Heavy Metal.
Yo, Killer Priest, the Grave Diggers, first album. You know what I'm saying? Even though the RZA's and the Grave Diggers, that's still the Grave Diggers. You know what I'm saying? Like that's another group. And Killer Priest first album.
People don't know that Killer Priest was in the 4 Horsemen with Corrupt, Cannabis, and Razkaz, I believe.
Yeah.
It was Killer Priest, Razkaz, Corrupt, and Cannabis, right? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
They had an album. That shit slapped, bro.
And then Killer Army's third.
Damn, you know what? I gotta look that up, bro. Hold on. The 4 Horsemen, bro.
Yeah, they said Dre punched the Sonic rings out of. Yeah, I saw that shit. He did. This is the jingling. You said that shit when he punched Jordan Poole. That was a weak ass move too, y'all.
Yeah, I want to talk about that.
Yeah, I know you want to talk about that. I ain't gonna get into that, but yeah, bro. Like, yeah, those are my favorite Wu affiliates, yo. Definitely the great
mentality, bro. That's what it was. The horse mentality. So they didn't do an album, but the song was on a 2000 BC. That's what it was. They were supposed to do an album. But man, that song was fire, bro. I remember that shit like it was. Yeah, that was the original Slaughterhouse. If you think about it, real shit. Like that was the original Slaughterhouse. So yeah, hey Wade, let me say this, right? To be honest, Draymond was definitely wrong for punching the water out of Jordan Poole. I'll tell you that. He made the deep end shallow as fuck. He punched the ever fucking Aquafina out of his motherfucking neck. He did push him. You cannot, you know what I mean? And mind you, this is regular shit in practice. Look, bro, if Jordan knocked Steve Kerr the fuck out, you know what I mean? And they went on to win a bunch of championships together. I'm gonna say this. The real non-MVP in this situation is the dude that leaked the shit. You know what I mean? Because this type of shit happens all the time, you guys. I'm telling you now, I don't know about getting slept like that because I'm gonna be real. Draymond hit him with a nice little haymaker. He wrapped him up. You know what I mean? But I just don't think that. I think this is typical sports shit. Like, bro, I done punched my shit. I done got punched in the back of my shit. Yeah, I done got snuck, bro, on basketball courts before, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's typical shit. Like, I go out there, talk shit, and shit, it happens. You know what I mean? But was he wrong? Yes. Was there a lot of talk about Jordan Poole really get his ego getting on 10 right now because of winning this championship and knowing that there's a big bag in his near future? Yes, he's young. You know what I mean? I think Draymond was trying to humble him, but Draymond also he a different dude, bro. Like
he's sagging on motherfucker.
I couldn't hang around Draymond Green. Me personally, I think I'd be around him and be like, I want to fight this motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? Like I couldn't be around him. Like Jordan Poole, he seemed like a cool dude. You go around him, he want to be around the brides and shit. Like just take him out to the club and get him around some work, and he cool. Draymond seemed like a type of dude that always want to run his mouth and try to get like pull that dog out of somebody. And you know, he does it on the court week in and week out. But like, hey, in real life, I couldn't be around Draymond, bro. I
think Draymond Green is a guy who's lucky he's in today's pussy ass NBA.
Yeah.
Because I wonder if Draymond Green would take that same energy with Charles Oakley and like Kevin Willis. And the thing, yo, to me, that is a sucker punch, bro. Because first of all, Draymond got in that man's face, right? And Poole like, yo, man, go ahead. They're not in a situation where, like, yo,
you expect to get punched.
To get punched.
Yeah.
Yo, they teammates, bro. It's like, yo, come on, Drake, get the fuck out of here. He's always in somebody's face, bro.
Yeah. And I agree with both of y'all. Zone is right and you're right, Wasted. To be honest with you, it wasn't a sucker punch, but it was because it's like you're not expecting that from them. Nah. Bro, me and you get out, we out and about, right? And we in a competitive situation, and you get in my face, you get the run of your mouth, and I just push you off. I'm like, come on, bro. And then you fire on me. I can't.
That's a sucker punch to me, bro, because we ain't on that kind of time, bro. It's not like we enemies, bro. You my bro. So that's like, yo, man, go ahead with that shit. It wasn't like he just like fucking like swung at him or like they in the street. They're at work. and they're playing basketball and they're in practice, and Draymond came up and got in his face, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yo, motherfucker.
It wasn't a sucker punch, but he was a sucker for punching him.
Yeah, that shit's corny, and you don't do that to the young fella on your team, bro. You don't do that. You're supposed to be a leader, bro. Y'all not congruent. This kid is a kid trying to come up. You done won all these championships. You supposed to be one of the dons of the team. You don't punch him in their fucking face like that, bro. Yeah. And even when people talk about Jordan and Steve Kerr getting into a tussle, first of all, basketball was a lot different then. Second of all, they're peers. Steve Kerr, not his young boy. Him and Jordan are peers. And two, it was a competitive situation where they wrestling over the ball and then Jordan cold copped him. It wasn't like with Draymond. With Draymond hit that boy, he hit him like they was out in the street. That was different, bro, the way he hit him. It wasn't like, yo, when your teammates get into it, but you feel me, right? Yo.
Look, this is how I'm responding to the chat. I mean, to the super. That's it. That's it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. 1,000%, yo.
There you go, Scully. I hope you got your answer, my brother. Shout out to Scully Pictures.
Bro, like what I'm saying is that, yo, if it was all that kind of shit, bro, you got to get, yo, listen, we got to handle this. We got to have something about something.
Hey, Hitstick, that was some bullshit, though, bro. So a lot of people were going on the internet and kind of creating their own narratives about what happened and what was said. That was funny as fuck, but that wasn't true. It's not true. And to be honest with you, why do you ask somebody to go outside, right? If you're not thinking that you're being fucking recorded. Like, bro, if you push me right here in front of everybody, then I can punch you in front of everybody. I don't need to say, let's go outside and let's catch our fade outside, bro. Like, you around your brothers. Why go outside? If it's real smoke, and mind you, I think that I'm gonna be totally real with you, and this may be far-fetched. I think Draymond is definitely jealous of the newfound fame that Jordan Poole is getting. I do. I think Draymond is used to being the third wheel. That guy that's always been the third dude behind him and Clay, Steph and Clay. And now Jordan Poole is there about to get the bag. They know that Draymond's the odd man out. He's going to go somewhere else, probably the Lakers. But I think he did that because he feels that. He's like, look, man, you taking my spot, young fella. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. You about to get that bag, and I'm gonna be the odd man out. I think it definitely came from a bad place. And I think now Draymond is trying to apologize and do the whole
you know the crazy thing? Yo, see, you took it to a street level though. Like the way he hit him, bro. Like that's
no, bro. But I can never be cool with you again after that.
Yo, bro, my thing is not fuck being cool. I'm gonna attack you every day till I maim you. Yeah, in your career, bro. You because the way he hit him, bro. Like, to me, you don't hit your teammate like that, bro. That's just my, like, I've seen teammates wrestle, get into fights, Yo, you got motherfuckers who's on teams, bro, where, I'm gonna give you an example. Jimmy Jackson and Jason Kidd.
Yep.
They had a situation similar to this over Tony Braxton.
But we have to say this too. Those were young. They were younger in their career, bro.
They were both peers.
Yes.
And guess what? And they were both stars. They traded Jimmy Jackson after that.
There's
no way that these guys should be on the same team anymore. Like, there's no way he could never apologize for me for that.
And Big Mike, I know that he just took a leave, brother. I do believe that Lakeup and all those guys would like to get Draymond out of there. I think he damn near almost lost in the championship last year. You know what I'm saying? Draymond is a shell of his old self, bro. Like, he's not the same Draymond Green. Get him out of there. I know the Lakers would like to have
good, though. Like, everybody acts like this fucking guy. Like, it used to kill me when he used to act like he's like LeBron James. Like, bro, you are a guy who was very, very fortunate that you got drafted to the team that you did. Yeah. You're very, very fortunate that they allow you to do what you do. But Draymond Green, I'm never going to see Draymond go and drop 50. He's not a fucking star. And to me, like, bro, I would have loved to see Draymond in the 90s play against a guy like Dennis Rodman.
Facts.
I would love that.
Zone, let me say this. I agree with you, brother. I promise you. All my best friends that I have, I've known since I was literally 3 to 5 years old. I fought every single one of them. Every single one of them. Some of them multiple times. These guys you see me out in Vegas with, that I fly out there, that come with me, or you see me back home in Sacramento with, I have literally put paws on every single one of them, or they've touched me up. You know what I mean? That's how we grew up. Definitely. But the thing is,
all of y'all are here, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. What about B? B's little bro. Mm-hmm. Y'all ain't scrap like that because you big bro. You don't have to get into it like that. It's you come at little bro differently, bro. That's how I feel. I feel if you the OG and you not peers, you shouldn't be getting at it like that unless they come at you in a way where you have to.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. One time we was in Hollywood and I was drunk as fuck and I did some dumb shit. I wish Money Yell was here because he was there. I put a shoe on my hand, bro. I put my hand in the shoe and I fired on B, bro, with a shoe in my hand.
Y'all some drunk, dysfunctional.
I didn't want to put my hands on him. So I was like, you know what? This little bro, I'm gonna slide, but not realizing it was even more disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's little bro.
I shouldn't have brought that up, my bad. But what I'm saying is this, bro. I just feel like when you the old head.
That's my little brother Brandon. I love you, B. You know that, bro.
Listen, if you the old head, I just feel like you shouldn't do like I don't know. That's just me, bro. I don't do that to the young heads unless you pull it out of me. You make me. Yeah. Like if you supposed to be teaching, bro, teach him, bro.
Yeah. No, I get that. But all my peers, all my guys that I grew up with, my brothers are the same age as me. You know what I mean?
No, I fought my friends too. That's what happened with alpha male motherfuckers. You get into it. Yeah. It is what it is, bro. It's just that are you solid enough with each other where you can come back from it?
Oh yeah, definitely. We know what time it is. All right, let's get to the thumbnail, y'all. Real quick. Shout out to the 200 plus people in the chat already still rocking with us, man. We appreciate you guys. DJ Academics, okay? Basically said, you know, and mind you guys, you know, I don't really know if the guy's really a DJ. I've never seen him behind a turntable. I don't know. But Academics basically did a podcast. I guess he was live for like 4 or 5 hours. He was drinking. And basically what he said was, in a nutshell, a lot of these rappers that started this shit are broke and dusty. You know, a bunch of other guys came out of, you know, left field. LL had the most intelligent, just the greatest response that anyone can say without even mentioning the guy's name. He broke it down to a T. You know, Russell Simmons came out with a response, even though I loved Academics' response to Russell, because he basically said, "Where are you at? Why don't you come over here to New York and we can have a conversation on my podcast?" And then he was like, "Oh, you can't because you over here fighting some sexual assault cases and shit like that." Woo, woo. So he really just smoked Russell Simmons' boots. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like he really fucked him up. But other artists, you know, came out and basically, you know, spoke on it and shit. I want to get my brother Wasted's opinion on this because, you know, a lot of the OGs, the pioneers, are from the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? They're from New York, and you know, we all know the hip hop stemmed from the South Bronx, created out there. And I know a lot of the guys that he was speaking of, he was raised in New Jersey. I mean, let's be real. I mean, I don't know any guys in the West Coast pioneers that you can think of. DJ Quick got his bag. He's still doing good. Dr. Dre is a billionaire. Snoop is balling. E40 is balling. I don't really, you know what I mean? It's kind of tough to go out West. I think he was talking about the Melly Mels and the old school guys of the world. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel? And mind you, I loved the way he articulated himself on the Breakfast Club about the actual situation at hand. Like, you know, he was like, if you guys actually sat back and watched the rest of the stream, I kind of gave a different breakdown of the situation. But still, the words broke and dusty were said. And at that point, we live in a world where those two words are going to be bigger than anything else that you said, regardless, because it was negativity. It was negativity. It was violence at its finest. How do you feel about Academics? Because me personally, I don't think the Academics should speak on hip hop at all. I think that, you know, what's so crazy is I think that really, and I may catch flack for this shit, but I think that he's a visitor in hip hop. I think that he got rich off of talking about Chicago and the crazy shit out there on YouTube. And then, you know, he just kept building up his catalog and on YouTube and doing shit. And now he's all over the place. Definitely one of the most influential guys on the internet right now in terms of, you know, podcasts and all that other stuff. But I think, bro, like, I think Academics is the true definition of what is wrong with today's world. We give guys like him popularity. We give guys like him light that he's never had. I say this because it reminds me of Wi-Fi Willie, bro. I don't give a fuck. I say it. It is what it is. It's like he's like the Academics of Raider Nation. Like, we give these guys these looks and they're fucking weirdos. I had to say it. It is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, bro, if you asking me what I think, first of all, you got a man who probably never saw Technique 5000. This guy's never scratched a record. He's not a DJ. Never rocked the party. You know, he just put it in front of his name. So that goes to show you he's a visitor. He's not even from this country. His parents might have resided in New Jersey. He's not even from America, bro. He is beyond a troll and a grifter. And the problem with guys who don't know the rules and the manuscript of what hip hop actually was to what it's devolved into now is Academic is a guy that they've put into this industry and pushed forward for a reason. When you take the value out of something, bro, you make it easy to replace people. If you guys see what has happened in hip hop, right? You have people that are staples in this game that no matter what people do to them, you can never get rid of them because they're so powerful. You can't ever get rid of Dr. Dre, even if you tried. You can't ever get rid of Jay-Z, even if you tried. What they've essentially done is they've made all these new artists replaceable. And it's because of having the wrong gatekeepers. When we were coming up, the real gatekeepers of this shit would have squashed this guy. Like, even people get mad at Funkmaster Flex, bro, because Funkmaster Flex turned that coin over. But at one time, Funkmaster Flex, bro, was a guy who kept this game going in the right direction.
He was a gatekeeper. Like Funk, if Funk played you, you were lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, even coming from California, bro, I know the power of Funkmaster Flex, bro. Like,
Sway.
Sway from Oakland. Like, I grew up on Sway and Tech. And you know what I mean?
These guys, they got the rules right. But the problem with DJ Academics is more of a symptom of what is wrong with society and young society and what's been preached to them. They equate money with value.
Yes.
They equate money with impact. They equate clout with currency. This guy's a clout chaser, bro. So for this guy to insult the very people who laid the foundation for you to even have a job, dude, like, how the fuck can you say that they're broke and dusty when these guys were doing this shit when they didn't even know it was even a business?
But you know what the problem is, Wasted? It's the motherfuckers around him that are afraid to stand up. Joe Budden, more than anybody, should be calling him the fuck out on his podcast and saying, Ack, I love you, you my brother, but that was some bitch ass shit.
Joe Budden don't fuck with him, bro. That's why Everyday Struggle ended. Joe Budden used to call him out all the time.
They're still like this. Bro. They're tight.
Yeah. I mean, Budden to me is another guy that I don't really have a whole lot of respect
for.
No,
but the sad thing is you start seeing these guys. This is why I tell the nation all the time that I would never want to work for the Raiders, because I would never want to put myself in a situation where I can't talk how I talk now. Yeah. And Joe was a clear-cut candidate like for that. Like, he used to be on the internet before this shit was even popular. Him and his girl, you know what I mean? They used to have that YouTube blog and
Tahiri and all of them.
Yeah, all that shit. But like now it's like they play the politic game, and it's fucking sad, bro. Like, me personally, I'm never gonna hold my tongue for shit. If that means I'm gonna be held back and be where I am for the rest of my life, I don't give a fuck. I'd rather be at 17K for the rest of my life and not lose any respect. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like these guys need to put like publicly put Academics in their place. Charlemagne is our age, bro. Like, he needs, like, he should have got on them. Like, come on, bro. Like, that was some
because these guys ain't hip hop, bro. And that's the problem. Hip hop was the center of all of this shit. The principles, the culture of it, not just the music, bro. People, when they say hip hop is a culture. Rap is the music. They don't even understand the rules of this shit. And Academics is a guy who's at an age, he's not from this culture. He's not from this shit, bro. You can't have weirdos speaking for the masses, bro. Yeah. And when I see a guy like this and I see what he's doing, I blame us. Yeah. I blame us, bro. I blame us 100%. And that's the reason why when newer artists come out that actually try to put them elements of figurative language, when they put any hip hop in their music, I accept them immediately. Because we need to, bro. If we don't accept these young guys that's trying to kind of keep it hip hop, guys like J. Cole.
Hey, y'all have no idea that Wasted is literally talking to me right now.
No, it's not, bro. We've had this
conversation. You told me this shit the other day.
Yes, but bro, I already said it to you, but it's a lot of other people. We gotta make sure that we accept these young motherfuckers, bro. Like guys like Tyler, the Creator. You could be like, yo, he's a weirdo, he sucks. But yo, he's producing shit. He's writing shit. He's different. He's bringing something different to the game, bro. You got to embrace that. When you see a J. Cole and you like, well, yo, J. Cole isn't as nice as X, Y, Z. You got to embrace that because he rapping. Joey Badass. You have to give Joey Badass his credit because he's keeping hip hop.
You know what's funny, bro? When you said that to me the other day, it definitely turned the light on. It turned the switch on in my head because I'm always stuck on the artist's mind, right? I always have that artist thing in my head where it's like, if it ain't this, then it ain't that. You know what I'm saying? And I got to snap out of that, especially like you said, at our age. If we want to keep hip hop alive, we need to embrace the guys that are actually trying to keep what we love alive. You know what I'm saying? And just because of that, bro, I promise you, this what we're gonna do. The next Built Different, I want you to send me 3 songs, and I'm gonna send you 3 songs.
Facts.
And we're gonna do a review of each record. I think it'd be dope. I think we should start
bro. I
think we should start doing some reviews, even other stuff. It could be artists that we probably would never listen to. You know what I mean? Like I'm down to do YB. Just I don't know who this dude is like that, but I'm down to sit down and say, let me check out Young Boy and see what it is. Let me see what all the hype is about. You know what I mean? I may sit here for an hour and kill him and say this shit was whack, but I'll give it a shot. You know what I mean? But I think Griselda has to. Yeah, hey, facts, man. I think I got to start with Griselda. I think I have.
Look, I be sending him mad Griselda shit. I even sent him the joint Benny got Johnny P's caddy. He got a joint with J. Cole. And J. Cole destroys the shit, right? But he didn't even listen to it. I know he didn't. Because if he listened to it, he'll never say to me, yo, I never heard nothing.
Tonight, I promise you, bro, I will be in the gym 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm listening to every record that Wasted is sent to my phone. That's my job tomorrow. Real quick, shout out to Xavier. I understand what you're saying, X, but you have to look. There's nothing wrong with instead of saying broke and dusty, saying I wish the president, the guys that are before here, the guys that laid the foundation, I wish they had the money that they deserve. There's nothing wrong with saying that. Why do you got to call them broke and dusty? Without them, you're not here. You should have said, hey, we need to figure out how to get our legends paid. There's nothing wrong with saying, why are these guys not where we are financially?
That's the biggest clown shit I ever heard in my life, yo. That's what's wrong with this shit. That shit's some clown shit. So you're gonna call them broke and dusty when one, they paved the way for you to even have a career. Yeah. They really were taken advantage of because they hood kids from the Bronx who were doing something that got repackaged and sold all over the world, and now it's unrecognizable, right? So instead of saying, yo, you know what, like Graphk just said, yo, let's help these guys, right? Yeah. They didn't even know it was an industry, bro. This is like people who had Microsoft stock before Microsoft was a thing and didn't really realize it. Like, these are people who just didn't know, bro. So, like, yo, you guys have grown up in a world when there's always been hip-hop. See, I grew up I remember when hip-hop was only on the radio for 1 hour. I remember when only black people on MTV was Michael Jackson and Prince in Whitney Houston. Yeah. Like, I remember that. I remember it was a big deal to have Run DMC on MTV. Like, I remember that vividly, dude. I remember when it was only a couple of rappers and you can name all of them. I remember when we used to think the Ghetto Boys was from the West Coast. We didn't realize they was from Houston because we didn't even realize niggas from Houston, Texas rapped. We just thought, yo, if they not from here, they from LA.
Straight up.
Like, I remember when Luke and them came out. I'm like, are they from Florida? Where they?
Yeah.
Is that Cali? They got palm trees. I remember all of that, bro. Yeah, y'all gotta realize something. The hip-hop mogul, what hip-hop is and everything now, and these guys making money doesn't mean that you get to disrespect them because money is not everything, bro. Who they are and what they mean to hip-hop can never be disrespected. They are untouchable because without them, you motherfuckers wouldn't have half of the shit, the clothes, the coat, everything, the slang. You have none of that.
I would tell you guys
they're untouchable.
I would tell you this, and this is for me when I was 13, 14 years old when I started rapping, right? If I was a millionaire, if I had the money that Academics has, right? And I'm out and about and I see Mos Def, Kweli, Common, the guys that I grew up that actually made me want to rap. Like the guys that I listened to and Lyricist Lounge and all the other shit. And I was like, I want to rap. Like I want to do this. If I seen these guys hurting, I'm going to pull them to me and say, bro, what do we need to do to get you guys right? Like let's figure this out because y'all don't understand what you guys did for me and my development in hip hop. Like I did this because of you guys. what I'm saying? When I wrote my first rap, I was listening to Sound Bombing. I was listening to that Eminem song on Sound Bombing. What was the record called? Grandstanding. Some with the
yeah, I forgot about that.
You know what I mean? Like I wrote my first rap listening to Sound Bombing. If me personally, if I see these guys, that would affect me. Like that would be like, damn, bro, what do we need to do to get y'all right? I'm not saying that it's my responsibility to take care of another man. I'm just saying that because of the influence and because of what they've done, I wouldn't be where I am because of that. So how can we not grab these guys up and say, what do we need to do in order to get them right? Whether it's a podcast, like even Lord Jamar out there doing this thing, got a podcast, and you know what I mean? All these other guys, what do we need? And mind you, real shit, y'all, I'm gonna be real. Some of these motherfuckers must just not have a hustle. Because if you got a name, shit, I know me personally, if I got a name in the industry, I'm gonna capitalize off of it. Period, point blank. Some of these guys may be lazy. And I'm not talking about them.
Yeah, but see, bro, it's not about doing something for them. It's about not killing their earning potential.
Yes.
The difference. Like Jay-Z said, label owners hate me. I'm raising the status quo up. I'm overcharging niggas for what they did to the Cold Crush. Just for him saying that helped the Cold Crush brothers. Academic doesn't have to do shit for these guys. Yeah. All he has to do is just not shit on them. Because the thing is, you have people who only know who you are. You got people who are fucking 20. Like, yo, bro, my wife, I told you that lesson that my wife modeled, right? About with Talib Kweli. And she took lines from Talib Kweli's songs and had the kids read it. And the kids were like, yo, this shit is just bars. Who's this? I never heard. They don't even know who Talib Kweli is, bro.
Yeah.
They're seniors of high school. Like, it's certain people, yo, it's stuff that, like, I'll play around my daughter's friends and shit. I was playing fucking Jay-Z, not Jay-Z, Jadakiss Show Discipline off his first album with Nas. Yeah. And, yo, they're like, yo, this is crazy. The little girl was like, who's, I was like, yo, you don't know who Jadakiss is? No way you don't know who Kiss. They don't know, bro.
They don't.
They don't know. And if you got some light and you got respect for the industry you in and the people before you, you don't shit on them. That's all I'm saying, bro. You don't have to do nothing for them. Just don't shit on them, bro.
X, we hear you, bro. Look, hey, but I gotta say this, man. I don't know what you do for a living, but whoever built the foundation for what you got going on, you know what I mean? Say you taking care of your kids, you taking care of your wife, you taking care of everything from something that was built on somebody else's back. I would hope that you wouldn't disrespect them. You know what I mean? Like me personally, I come into the YouTube space. I'm not going to come out here and ever say, and Oos is my brother. So it's like, that's my fam. Like I love Oos, but I'm saying like, I wouldn't shit, especially publicly, on a Mikey Raider or a Samoan Raider or these other guys that were before me, because without them, this shit wasn't clicking. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't hitting. Yeah. It's even bigger with hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like hip hop, we always say this, like hip hop, everything always comes back to hip hop. Everything is hip hop. And for you to say this guy is broken and dusty, you know what I'm saying, or woo, 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 and we love you too, X. It's no shade. I'm just saying, like, you can't do that, bro. Like me being from Northern California, if I ever shit on E40, that is spitting in a goat's face. How? How could I do that? Because in Northern California, I couldn't rap. It wouldn't have happened without him. It wouldn't have happened without Master P moving to the Bay Area, learning his hustle out there. Like there's a lot of guys that I couldn't have did what I did without them before me. So it's just a respect.
There's a code to shit that is missing now. That's the problem in the streets.
Well, this is the same guy that actually was 6'9". That's like his best friend.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's the problem. Yo, this is a guy who was kicking it with a guy who had no talent, was running around, disrespecting people.
Everybody.
Thinking this cool. This is a guy who made fun of motherfuckers in Chicago who was getting murdered.
Yeah.
It's not funny, bro. It's not cool. You built your platform off of bullshit, and your whole life is bullshit. And then when you do it, you got security. You're untouchable. Yeah. Like it's almost like he's got the Secret Service around him because, yo, he's in a safe space, in a weird space where he ain't gonna be moving around out there, bro. He don't gotta move. What happened to fucking Taxstone and motherfucking Troy Ave will never happen to academics because he pussy. He'll never come outside.
Ever.
You'll never see him moving around, bro. He's going to be in the neighborhood he's in. He's going to be in his basement looking like a fucking fat Teletubby, and he's going to be fine because he has no fucking morals. He has no honor.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's missing. There's no honor in shitting on people. Or
let me ask you this, bro. On the way out, I want to ask you this because I know we're about to come up on almost 2 hours. I want to ask, where did we go wrong, bro? Like, when was the day that you can pinpoint where clout became currency? Like what was that specific moment for you when you realized it ain't about getting money no more? It ain't about the hustle. It's not about that anymore. It's just about
ringtone rap.
Attention. Is that it?
Ringtone rap, because ringtone rap and social media, the Kardashians, there's a lot of things that happen in culture that these kids have saw growing up. Yeah. They see people like that's the reason why, to be quite honest with you, like even what we do here with this, right? Mm-hmm. We have a certain code of ethics. We got a code of ethics. Like me, I'm never getting on YouTube and paying for views to a channel. I'm not doing that. Graphk will never, I will never ever do that, bro. I'm not talking about nobody else. I will never do that. You know what I'm saying? And even Diddy with the shiny shoe, at least he put the work in. Yeah. Diddy's a hustling motherfucker. He put the work in, and he has a talent in business, and he has a vision and an eye for. He shaped a whole generation of hip hop. So I'm not putting that on Diddy. When you start having motherfuckers get famous off of sex tapes, when you start having people have billion-dollar industries off of motherfucking nothing, you have people making ringtone songs with no real talent, no lyrics, no metaphors, no similes, no basis in hip hop, no cultivation of trying to push the genre forward. That is what happened. Even Puff Daddy doesn't know how to rap, but he will tell a motherfucker, yo, you ain't it. We not, you can't come here and represent Bad Boy. You can't say that Diddy don't have an ear for talent. Yeah. He's brought some of the most powerful, impactful artists in the history of rap to us because he has that ear. There's not been a whole lot of things that P. Diddy put his hands on that's been whack. Let's just be for real. Yeah. This man went and signed Biggie Smalls, made him classy. This man brought us. I don't just blame Soulja Boy, bro, because Soulja Boy got his hustle on, yo. I blame the Kardashians. I blame ringtone rap, like just bad ringtone rap. People that were just trying to get one song off. That's what the devolution of hip hop became at, because now if you look at the way they make people structure songs, right? They don't want to hear a story. They don't want to hear art. They don't want to hear a whole body of work. Yeah. They don't want to hear that. They want one song. They want it to be simple, and they want it to be fast. Long gone are the days where you have a 5-minute song, like On the Road to Riches and Diamond Rings.
You see what happened? What happened to Game, bro? Game decided to do hip hop shit. Do a 30 songs on his album, and he sold like 17K or some shit in like the first week. Like, it lets you know that people don't give a fuck about that shit anymore, bro. Like,
they don't care.
People's attention span is they're so short that like they don't really care about none of that shit.
You remember going and getting an album and ripping the plastic off of it,
God, bro.
Looking inside it,
reading the back, reading the credit,
back, look who produced it, sitting in the car,
reading the shout out. Like
yo, when the album first come on, like yo, like it's like a movie, like Doggy Style, Doggy Style. When it come, yo, like just the whole thing when you hear, you like you there with Snoop. You listen to the whole or the first Wu-Tang album, bro, Into the 36 Chambers, bro, or just yo, all of the fucking the NWA shit with the skits and just all of it. Biggie's first album, yo. Yeah. Give me the loop.
Classic.
Think about that, yo. Like, and then as the whole album builds, you can see the maturation of Biggie Smalls, bro. As him being a street motherfucker to at the end of the album, him just growing. And then his next album comes out. He's rich. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, dog, I'm telling you,
it's funny, back then, bro, we could tell what guys hip hop changed their life. Like now, bro, like we don't even know because it's like
it's all a glass menagerie. Like nobody, there's no rules of this shit. It's okay for you to come out and fake. Nobody cares if you don't write your own rhymes and you're one of the biggest artists in the world. If Drake had have come out in 1996 and one motherfucker said that they wrote one bar on his shit, he'd be over.
Well, Drake would have been over before anyway because he's Drake. Like in '96, he wouldn't have caught on.
Yeah, no way. The fact that bro, Rick Ross comes out like he's the biggest dope dealer in hip hop, and you come to find out he's a corrections officer. Nobody blinked. Yeah. Nobody cared that 6ix9ine can't rap. Nobody cared that he had fucking rainbow hair and he's a caricature of a thug, playing in people's face. Then he goes and then rats, and everybody still supports the guy.
Yeah.
Like, bro, there's no rules no more, bro. There's no rules. And to be quite honest with you, there's a few things to this. There's no OGs. And I'm not even talking about no gang shit. Just an older motherfucker that you respect. Like it's so bad that motherfuckers like me, sometimes you don't even want to be that because you don't know what's coming back at you. You don't know what a frame of mind. You got kids that are fucking 3 generations into fuckery. They in the house with their grandmother and their mother. My bad, brother.
No, I'm just saying. I see everybody mentioning all these stores. Tower Records was the one I went to. We had Tower Records and we had Sam Goody. Sam Goody in the Flora Mall. Tower Records right across the street from the Flora Mall, right next to the donut shop and all that good shit. So those are the 2 spots that I went to. And Bill Gates, I have to say this: Drake is one of my favorite artists. I like in terms of I can get in the car and listen to Drake's music and enjoy it. I can get in the car tomorrow and drive to Atlanta for 11 hours and listen to most of Drake's music. I promise you that. Yeah. But as an artist, I'm gonna be like, it is what it is.
Bro, like, you can't tell me that you could put Drake Mike next to Hove and next to Pac. He's not in that pantheon for me, bro, because you can stay relevant because you cheated. You have a room of writers, bro.
Yeah.
That's why when people be like, Kanye West, one of the greatest rappers. No, he's not. Mm-hmm. Because Side of Prince is writing your shit. Yeah. Motherfucking Consequence was writing your shit. Talib Kweli was helping you write your shit, bro. Nah, man, get out of here. No, you're not.
Black Trump.
Go ahead, bro.
My albums used to be in Rasputin, right? The one in Berkeley. I used to have all my albums. I used to go pick up checks from them over there in Berkeley, right across from Cal. Facts. But go my bad, brother.
Yeah, but bro, like that's the problem, dog. Like, Drake can have 100 million hits if you get every fucking hot young motherfucker and I like that sound.
Yeah.
50 bands, like Quick QM. Now he got other motherfuckers writing for him, bro. Yeah, there's a difference. There's a line of demarcation, bro. And it's got to be rules. When you don't have rules, you have chaos. And that's what we have now in music and in hip hop. We have chaos right now. We have motherfuckers who are claiming to be R&B artists who can't sing a lick.
For shit.
They put a fucking effect on their voice and we call them crooners and say they're the greatest artist of all time.
Okay. So, but let me ask you this then, because you told me to give these young guys a chance to still trying to keep up, trying to keep hip hop alive, right? The J. Cole's of the world, the just a bunch of artists that you named, the Kendrick Lamar's. R&B is the same shit, bro. Like some of these guys are still trying to sing, but it's never going to measure up to the 90s that we love.
Technology kills that because just think about the recording process now in the 50s and the 60s, right? In the 50s and the 60s, you wasn't cutting nothing. Play it again. They all got to be in the studio together. They got to have a rhythm section. The Funk Brothers, that's why Motown was so surgical, because the Funk Brothers was everybody's rhythm section. They played on all of the records. They would record the same song and it'd be 5 different artists recording this. Like there's like 5 different versions of I Heard It Through the Grapevine.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know that, like the Glass Night, the Pips and everything, but Marvin Gaye's was the most impactful one.
Yeah.
So that's the one they rolled with.
Yeah.
So like, bro, that's the difference. Like there was no cheat code. There was no auto-tune. There was no, going back and adding an effect to the mic. That's why older artists, when they come on and they sing, it goes through you and lives in you and walks around, comes back at you and comes back through you again. Okay. That's why they did. You like, bro, I was listening to a Griselda record, bro, the other day. And I was, it's a song too that I heard with Tyler, the Creator in them, right? They have to have Charlie Wilson sing on the hook. Mm-hmm. Why is Charlie Wilson at 75 years old still singing on current records right now? Because motherfuckers can't sing like that, bro.
Yeah.
They can't. And they'll never get to sing like that because they don't have to go through church. It wasn't easy to get a record deal. You wasn't able to just go on your computer and make a fucking terrible record and it catches on in social media and you go viral. People are more concerned about going viral and getting the wealth instead of being actually good at it. Because, yo, we live in a world, and I got to steal this from Deion Sanders, of likes. We want to get likes on our videos.
Yeah.
Because people just like stuff. But do you love it?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers, when we was coming up, and not to sound like get off my lawn, the old man, they loved what they did. They loved hip-hop.
Yeah.
They loved this culture, bro. And it was more important for them to be respected than for them to make money. And the money came later, bro.
I'll end the love. I'll say this. This is why I don't give none of these new guys no credit for nothing. And maybe I'm disrespecting. When's the last time you seen a cipher, bro?
And that's a problem.
But when you outside in front of the building, rapping in a circle and everybody getting their shit off, that's hip hop, bro. Like none of these motherfuckers are gonna be outside rapping with each other and doing all that shit. Like that is rap, bro. And then when you see BET trying to put these guys together, and it's a fucking production.
And they sitting there on their BlackBerry,
on
their phone. That's like, not a freestyle, bro. What you talking about?
Terrible, bro. It's terrible. Like that. I used to love in high school getting out of my last period and walking up and being like, oh, I know everybody over there getting it in right now. So I'm about to get in there and jump in and get my shit off.
Guess what? I'm the nicest.
Yes.
Because I used to do it. You come in and just destroy the shit and walk away. There's nothing feels better than that, bro.
Yep.
Nothing feels better than that. To the point where, like, yo, dude, people like I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story because I know we got to get out of here, yo. I never forget something, yo. My sister, it was a college in East Orange, New Jersey. It's called Uppsala College. Now they turned it into the high school. Yeah. My sister went to Uppsala. Now, Channel Live, y'all don't know who they are, but there was a group and it was a song they had with KRS-One. Right? Channel Live is from East Orange. Mm-hmm. They were like substitute teachers and shit, but then KRS-One signed them and they did a song called All We Do Is Spark Madism with KRS-One. Mm-hmm. So when they went back to Uppsala, because I think one of them went to Uppsala, whatever, they performed with Chris. Mm-hmm. And somebody was trying to talk slick to KRS-One, bro.
And he flamed all of them.
No, yo, flamed him because he's performing and he heard it. Because you know it'd be that little break in the music. I'll battle you.
Yep.
Everybody's like, oh, hold on. Get this young. KRS-One destroyed him on sight. And this is when KRS-One was all over the radio. KRS-One was a legend already. KRS-One was rich off of this shit. You can't come up to KRS-One to this day. KRS-One probably in his 50s talking that bullshit, bro. Yeah. KRS-One will rip your head off. You got artists now, bro, that are okay with somebody coming on a record and destroying them. They're okay with somebody writing their rhymes. They have no pride as an artist because they're not really artists. No. They're opportunists, bro. So it's a difference between artistry and opportunity. A lot of these guys get an opportunity to make money, bro. These dudes are not real artists, bro.
I just listened to what's his name, who was just on Math Hoffa's podcast from Atlanta, Young Thug's homeboy.
I missed it.
What's his name? He was on Lifestyle.
Not Thug and Gunner.
No. What the fuck is his name? Rich Homie Quan. Rich Homie Quan was on Math Hoffa. And this is when I realized, and mind you, Atlanta is my second home. I spent about 10, 12 years in Atlanta. I love Atlanta. When he said, see, y'all New York motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers is trying to beat each other up on records and shit. We don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, we ain't trying to out-rap each other on these records. Like, we just put it out. Put it out. Put it out. At that point, it made me realize the hip-hop that I grew up loving no longer exists. And if it does, it's on a very, very, very smaller level where I need to go out and search for the music that I still want to hear. Because Rich Homie Quan said it best. We don't care about out-rapping each other. Me and my group, every song we did, bro, we was like this in the studio looking at each other like this.
The Wu-Tang. Think about that.
Bro, we mugging. I would be mugging still. My brother still. I'll be mugging my brother Cash like. And then, you know, we have those moments too. Hey, you get this? You get this? You get this? But it was competitive. It was like, bro, I want to chew your fucking head off. Bro, to go in the studio and not care about getting smoked on a record, that shit's different, man. Shout out to Darth Raider Prime. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Once again, check out Coast Contra for Dope MCs. Send me something on IG, my brother, at Graphk 916. I would love to check it out, and I'll make sure to forward it over to my brother Wasted as well. What you got to say, bro?
I got to say this, man. The more things change, the more they stay the same, right? We are going through a low part of hip hop, but guess what? It can't continue this way. And what's starting to happen is, and I got to get the West Coast their credit. The West Coast is bringing hip hop back. The West Coast is bringing real hip hop back. I'm going to say it right now. And I know people, because I'm from the East and everything, the West Coast is bringing hip hop back. And it's going to happen very, very soon. But the thing that needs to happen, and I know y'all might not agree with me, because New York has always set the table for this art. New York is the genesis and the birth of this art comes from New York. The reason why hip hop is where it is because New York hasn't realized its greatness, and it will one day again. New York is now, you got motherfuckers trying to rap like they from Chicago right now.
I'm going to end the show with this, and I told you this story on the phone, I believe, Wasted. The first time, mind you, I grew up idolizing the music from New York. When I went to New York, I had a 9-day tour out there one day. I literally slept in our tour bus in front of the Statue of Liberty. Everybody was asleep in the truck. I had a bottle of Ciroc, and I literally shed tears looking at the Statue of Liberty because I was like, wow, like if I don't ever make it, I already made it because I am where I am. I just did a show in the Bronx, did a radio show in Brooklyn. I felt like I made it. When I went to the Bronx, I was living in Atlanta at the time, and I did a show out there, and it was like I forgot, we were like fifth on the bill. There was like 4 other artists that went through. Brooklyn was in there heavy. All the boroughs was in that motherfucker. It was all screaming and Brooklyn. You know how Brooklyn get down. So I'm telling all these guys, I get on the mic. I'm already drunk, mind you. West Coast dude came through with a party in a tour bus with our faces on it. All these guys are already looking at us like a lick. They're looking at us like, oh yeah, like we're on Gun Hill Ave, bro. Like, really. So I get out. We go on the stage, we do our 3-4 records, and I start off on the mic. I say, New York, I'm very disappointed in you guys tonight. And my brother still looked at me instantly like, oh no, bro, we about to get shot in this motherfucker. I said, I live in Atlanta. I'm from the West Coast. I said, and all I've heard in this motherfucker thus far is Atlanta. I said, y'all need to change that shit because this shit is like really fucked up. And boom, beat came on, and I spit my little lyrical shit. I had a couple West Coast records that was like some bouncy shit, but I still had my bars. You know what I'm saying? But when I walked out that building, a lot of motherfuckers was mugging me. But a lot of motherfuckers came up to me and said, bro, for an out-of-towner to say that kind of shit, we respect that, bro. We respect that. We actually got on another radio show in New York because of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we need you on, bro. Like, y'all pulled up in a fucking big ass bus, and you know when you do like, but they respected it. But I promise you, I thought I was gonna get smoked that night. But it hurt my soul. I'm in the Bronx, bro. I'm in the birthplace of hip hop, and all I'm hearing is and I'm like, wait, hold on, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, no, this ain't what I thought in my head when I was coming into. Like, that shit really broke my heart, bro. I was like, wow, like this isn't what I thought it was. And you know, I think once New York, and this is no shade to New York. I love New York. I think once New York lost its identity, hip hop lost its identity.
That's what I just said, bro. I just said that. We lost when we started sounding like we was from Chicago, we started sounding like we was from Atlanta. That's why I said I just was saying that, bro. This is what needs to happen. Oh shit, yo, shout out to Macaulay Culkin. Yo, Macaulay, thank you for pulling up. Yo, appreciate you, dog.
But hey, man, 2 hours in, built different, man. A hell of a show. I know, you know, you guys were still figuring this whole thing out. I know we were all over the place, just talking about rap and talking about culture and life. You know what I mean? But we're getting it together. At some point, we'll have something on the side. We'll have all the segments, and we'll stay on track. I promise you that, man. You know what I mean? Definitely, man. I gotta say this too. Shout out to my brother Moneyel. We changed the time on him about 3 or 4 times, me personally. So I know he had a lot of other shit going on, so he couldn't make it tonight. That's probably why he didn't pop up. it's on me. We had a rough week. I know Wasted has been busy, and I've been busy with my family. But we're gonna be back. We're gonna do more of these. Definitely more of these. Build difference. This is gonna be something that I want to do. Shit, 3 times a week if possible, man. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yo, my man, the facts with instead of Griselda. Yo, listen, he on Griselda. See, the facts, man. When you say young rappers and you say Griselda, they're not young, bro. They're our age. They just been in prison and shit. Yeah. Benny the Butcher, like, what are you, like 35 or some shit? I think the Machine like 38. Like, they not young, bro. Like, so they from our era. They just motherfuckers that got on late.
Yeah.
So that's the sorry, I mean, I know you ending the show, but that's the thing.
No, bro, the thing is this. I can rap right now, right, and drop a record where I go stupid. I spit my heart out. It's just some crazy shit. And then you look at it and you're like, you got 5,000 to 10,000 views. And then you watch these other guys.
Ice Spice.
That just ate the pussy for lunch. He's a munch. And you got a fucking billion views on YouTube and Spotify and all the other shit. That's
what's about to happen. Now, you know what's going to take hip-hop over, y'all? Remember, Wasted Ben told you. Female rappers. And I think almost every female rapper, like, ever has always been kind of whack to me, right? Female rappers are going to take hip-hop over, bro, because we are so fucking enamored with tits and ass and put, like, yo, when you get the video girl rapping, what's better than that? Remember we were just watching videos for booty?
Yep.
Now we got the big booty bitch rapping now.
There you go.
So, all right, we'll talk about that later. But
hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. We do not play tomorrow. We play Monday night, you guys. Remember that. I know it's kind of weird because, first Monday night game, but we do not play tomorrow. We play Monday night. And I'm doing a live. We're doing a watch party. So you guys stay tuned for that. And then tomorrow, you guys, if you guys want to pull up, I know if you get some time too wasted, I would love for you to pull up, bro. I'm doing the St. Jude's show tomorrow. So I'm gonna have the football games on behind me, and we're just gonna shoot the shit, talk about the Raiders, talk about football, and just shoot the shit and try to run up a bag for these guys. You know what I'm saying? So once again, man, my brother, you are no wasted. I love you to death, King. I love this shit, bro. Like, we get a chance to talk rap and talk, because we all we do is talk Raider football, bro, all the time. And it's like sometimes it's always good to go to our second love. You know what I mean? And be able to break this shit down sometimes, man. So shout out to everybody, man, that's with us, that's understanding that we're trying to do something different here, and we're trying to build another platform up. You know what I mean? And we appreciate you guys. And if you guys want more of these, remind us, and we trust me, we'll continue to keep dropping more of these.
Ideas too. Whatever y'all want to, we with it. Like this whole female rapper thing, that'd be a good one.
Yeah. Hey, that'd be a good one. We're Raiders, so anything is Raider related when we talk. At the end of the day, it don't matter.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? But yeah, hey, I would love that. We could definitely talk about female artists.
And I'm not talking about the old ones, MC Light, Queen Latifah, all of them. No, they're out of it. I'm talking about the past 20 years.
Give us some homework, you guys. If you guys have any ideas, leave some comments in the comment section of the once the video is up, and hit us in the inbox. Let us know what you guys want to hear, and we'll definitely break it down. But I'm thinking for now on, moving forward, we'll do a show where we break down what happened this week in hip hop. You know what I mean? And what happened in sports. It's easy call. You know what I mean? We can just break this shit down, give our opinion, and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, Nation, love you guys. Didn't ask you one time to do it, but wipe them feet. Whether you're on Wasted's channel or Docs, hit them thumbs up, you guys. It definitely helps both channels, and subscribe to both. Whether you want Raider Nation Unlimited, you know what I'm saying, we're Wasted, or you over here, DOX ENT, subscribe to both. We are definitely built different, and we love y'all. We outro. One.